Hello and welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Bigfoot, and in particular we're going to be talking about Bigfoot video breakdown. So stick around after the break and we'll get into that.
Now available on Tubi TV. Bigfoot: The Legend is Real. The ultimate Bigfoot documentary is now playing on Tubi TV and features some awesome witness interviews as well as some amazing Bigfoot evidence. That's Bigfoot: The Legend is Real. Look for it on Tubi TV. Now playing with no paying. Watch for free on Tubi TV. Also available on Amazon, the Roku channel and Plex TV.
And welcome back to the show. As I said, today we're going to talk a little bit more about Bigfoot, and I really want to talk about video analysis and video breakdowns of Bigfoot videos or alleged Bigfoot videos. A lot of people do this nowadays. There's quite a few on YouTube that have a big following by breaking down other people's video they've shot out in the woods of possible Bigfoot, or sometimes it's even a photograph they'll take and enhance and break down and point out things that they think may make it a Bigfoot or not a Bigfoot, which is rare. You usually don't get very many people who break down a video and tell you why it's not a Bigfoot. They always kind of lean you toward it is a Bigfoot. There's a few that don't do that. There's a few that's kind of they're kind of logical about how they do breakdowns. And then sometimes, there's some very good analysis out there, and then they'll do something else and they'll totally miss it. But that's human error. We all do that. But at least they try, I guess that's the main point. But when I first started taking my Bigfoot research stuff online and sharing it, I'd actually been researching Bigfoot for many years before I actually started sharing any of my research or any of my efforts online anywhere. In fact, I didn't even realize that the Bigfoot community was so large. I know there was some interest in it, but with social media, you can actually see that Bigfoot in general has a very large following. People who are really interested in the subject for one reason or the other, and there's quite a few people, you can meet quite a few people that way who have had what I would say is legitimate sightings or encounters. But when I first started, I did quite a few Bigfoot enhancements, video enhancements, or Bigfoot breakdowns. And I enjoyed doing that. It was kind of neat to explore videos and see if you could find anything convincing in the video, or something that proved that it was not real. But sometimes it goes beyond just doing the actual video enhancement work. Sometimes you have to look at the source. You look at their YouTube channel, if they have one. You look at their background. If they have a Facebook page, you look at it, and you see if there's any what we would call red flags that would indicate maybe they're pulling a hoax or it's a marketing video. I've seen several videos, not necessarily just a Bigfoot, that were passed off as legitimate, that were actually just marketing videos to get people to go to a page or to subscribe or something like that. And that happens sometimes as well. But I don't do as many, I've not really done any whole breakdowns of videos over the last several years. And there's a reason for that. Now, I've done some on pictures and short clips and things like that from people maybe that I know, or that I've researched with, or somebody that I feel pretty confident that I won't have any problems out of later. That's kind of why I quit doing just random videos of Bigfoot, breakdowns of Bigfoot videos. If I'm going to give you an example, a few years ago, there was a video sent to me by someone who had the authority to say, hey, break down this video for me, enhance this video for me, and upload it to your channel, and we'll see what you can find. And that was the Eagle Cam video, where they had a live feed camera, I take it. It was on a eagle's nest. And down on the forest floor, you see a Bigfoot, what they thought was a Bigfoot, that comes strolling in, and it walks across the log and jumps down and walks on out of frame. So they sent me the video to enhance and see what I thought about it, and basically give my opinion on it. Well, I did that. I spent the time, I spent the time doing that, breaking it down, zooming it in. I played with the audio because I could hear something in the audio and I wasn't really for sure what it was, so I amplified the audio, and it was a highway. This was right next to what I would assume was an interstate, because you hear a lot of cars just zooming by, zoom, zoom, zoom. And I enhanced the video, and you can see that this is a person, in my opinion anyways. You could tell it was a person when it got up on the log. There was a tree fell over there, it got up on the tree and walked. It had bad balance, and it was just everything screamed it was a hoax to get you to look at the live Eagle Cam. Whether this person that sent me the video knew that or not is irrelevant. They may not have known it was a person. Who knows? It could have been them in a suit, or a ghillie suit, or whatever, a hoodie, or a dark clothing, or whatever. It could have been that. But anyway, I spent all the time breaking that down and putting it on my YouTube channel, linking it to the original video, and if I ain't mistaken, I also linked it to their website, because even if I didn't think it was real, which I didn't, I still wanted to give credit to where it came from, and they would have got some clicks and things like that to the website, because people are interested in the eagles regardless if the Bigfoot's not even in the picture. And if I'm not mistaken, this was actually it came out of Michigan, I think. It's been several years, so I might have forgot some of the details. But anyways, after I put the video and stuff up, it wasn't too long until I got a copyright strike on it. And I sent YouTube a copy of the email where the person that sent it to me and disputed the copyright claim, because they gave me permission to do it, which that wasn't good enough. YouTube didn't accept that. And so I got a copyright strike from this guy that actually sent me the video and asked me to break it down. So I even contacted him, and best I can recall, I didn't even get a reply from him. He wouldn't even acknowledge my existence after that. But the reason is because I didn't come out and what they call jump the shark and say it was a Bigfoot and stake my reputation that that's a real Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. See, that's what happens. A lot of times people will know something that's not real, but they'll send it to a person like me or one of the other YouTubers that break down videos. And if you don't go whole hog after it and say, yeah, it's a real Bigfoot, then they get mad at you, and then they want to give you a copyright strike. And I've already lost one channel because of false copyright claims, and I've never been able to build my following back up to what I had at that level. At that level, I had like 15 or 16,000 subscribers. The most I've got right now is about 7,500, about half, I guess. I never was able to get all those people back after I lost my channel. And when YouTube decides that you've had enough copyright strikes, they're going to do away with your channel, it's just all gone. Excuse me. It's just all gone. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. So that's one of the reasons why I really stopped doing a lot of breakdowns of videos, because of things like that. There's still some on my channel from older videos or something that's historical or something that's probably in public domain. And really, if you're critiquing a video or you're giving some kind of commentary on a video, you're actually legally allowed to do that to a certain degree. Just like a review of a movie or whatever, you're allowed to use some of the images and even so many seconds of the clip to do your review or whatever, with. So that's one of the reasons why I quit doing video breakdowns, because I just don't want to lose my channel. I don't like the controversy of somebody saying, hey, do this and check it out for me, and then let me know what you find. Post it on your YouTube channel, let me know what you find. And then if they don't like what you find or don't like your end conclusion, they get mad at you. And so it's just not worth that aggravation for me. I get out in the woods a lot anyways, so I have a lot of videos. I don't get a lot of views on them. Sometimes I capture stuff, sometimes I don't. Anybody who's going in the woods every time and is capturing evidence every time, you better be suspect of that person, because it just don't happen. I go into areas where I know Bigfoot roams. I got 3 or 4 areas where I know they roam pretty often, and sometimes I don't have anything. Sometimes I don't even find a track. And then sometimes I go in and I find tracks or stick structure, or I have a wood knock or something. I've had several different experiences over the years. Been doing this close to 30 years, so some people may not value my opinion, and that's fine, but I'm not going to, what they call it, go along to get along. I'm not going to promote your hoax. If I know it's a hoax, I'm not going to. I'm not going to promote your hoax just to be your buddy. And when I come back, I'm going to tell you about another person. Of course, I won't mention their name, of course, but I want to tell you about another person who got mad at me over some Bigfoot stuff. But stay tuned, and right out of the break, we'll get into that.
Have you tried the #1 rated energy drink yet? RAZE energy drinks feature 0 sugars, 0 calories, 0 carbohydrates, and are full of hydrating energy with no crash. RAZE Energy has become the most popular and best-rated energy drink on the market to date, with a long list of phenomenal flavors. Use code RZ4U to get 15% off your order. That code again is RZ4U. That's RAZE Energy Drinks. Visit the website at repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com.
If you haven't heard, Anchor's the easiest way to make a podcast, and it's totally free to use. There's tons of creation tools that help you record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor also distributes your podcast to numerous outlets, bringing you a large audience. Everything you need in one place to create a podcast. Download the free app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, welcome back. I'll try not to hold you guys too much longer. I know this may not be too exciting for some of you, but it gives you an inside look on some of the things that go on in the Bigfoot world, and some of my opinions about it, and some of the things I've experienced. Just before I went to the break, I told you I was going to tell you about a guy who got mad at me over some Bigfoot stuff. Well, this person was defending a known hoaxer, and I don't care to tell that guy's name, because everybody knows it, and he don't care anyways. Mark Anders. Mark Anders does a whole lot of Bigfoot hoaxes, but they look good. A lot of them are CGI, and people go for it sometime. But he'll have the same Bigfoot in the same pose in the same place, and then he'll put it out with several different states on it. Spotted in Montana, then 2 days later spotted in Mexico, and it'd be the same exact picture. Spotted in Kentucky, the next day, all same picture. So it's pretty obvious the guy's it's not legitimate. But anyways, uh, most people understand that Mark Anders is not a credible source for Bigfoot information. It is more for entertainment, and it's more for I guess just for his fun and kicks and giggles, I guess. But anyways, the subject of Mark Anderson, one of his photos came up, and of course, my comment was basically that's from Mark Anders. Everybody knows that he's all this stuff is not real. Well, this prominent person in the Bigfoot community, who's been around for a long time, well respected. Uh, a lot of people know him. A lot of people visit his his business. Uh, he was defending Mark Anders, that he thought it was real, and uh, that there was no proof that it was fake and stuff like that. I said, well, if you look into the guy, he's pretty questionable at the very least. And the guy unfriended me on social media. Uh, Totally, and we'd been friends for years and talked, and uh, I mean, I'd talked to him extensively over the years, and I wanted to. I even tried to help him a little bit when he was starting his business. I still liked the guy. Uh, I thought it was kind of, it was unfortunate that we can't have a varying opinion on a picture or a video for that matter, uh, and still remain friends, even though we'd had a friendship for years. But that's how some people are. They don't want to be your friend if you can't agree with them 100% that this is a Bigfoot and it's holding a baby and it's turning into a turnip or something. They don't. You can't. If you don't agree with all that, well, I can't be your friend. That's kind of how some people are. But it was, in some ways, it was kind of hurtful because I talked to this guy a lot, and I respected him and his opinion, and I wasn't being disrespectful in the comments about the picture. Uh, but he couldn't take that. He was ready to stake his whole reputation that was a real photograph of a real Bigfoot. And when the general consensus, I mean the majority consensus, know that anything from Mark Anders is a big red flag. Uh, so, what can you do in those situations? There's not a whole lot you can do. You just move on. And I still see the guy comment and post, and I'm in a few other groups with him on Facebook. Uh, I don't know. I just don't understand that. But it was out of my control. I was just, I kind of feel like this way. Uh, if you won't listen and look at other people's opinion, they can't help you. Um, what good does it do for him or anyone else to believe and support and push and promote a hoax? It does nothing for the Bigfoot community. It does nothing for the real fact that Bigfoot is actually real and it's really out there. It makes more confusion. It makes more of a laughing stock, and then people who are on the fence, and once they realize it's fake, which most of them will, I guess, at some point, that makes their opinion say, well, there's nothing to it, and I told you there's nothing to any of that stuff. So it's just why you got to kind of be careful on some of that, I guess. But that's the Bigfoot community and the Bigfoot world. That's how it works. A lot of times, those that are the most controversial, that can come up with the wildest story, the craziest photograph of really, it's a lot of times it's nothing but foliage, and make claims about it. That's the one that people gravitate to. The logical, the investigative, the people who are really wanting real answers, and really, we don't want to support uh, fake stuff. We want real stuff. those people are often overlooked. But those who say that, I watched Bigfoot fall out of a UFO and it ran, then it floated and it turned invisible, and then it jumped through a portal, and then it turned into a bunny rabbit, and then it done something else, and it was holding a baby the whole time. That's people like that really get a following. They get people who will fight you tooth and nail, uh, defending them and supporting them. I know one person who is prominent in the Bigfoot community who posted a picture of his dog using the bathroom, taking a dump. And it was kind of a low light shot. And he swore up and down that it wasn't his dog taking a dump, that it was a Bigfoot coming through a portal. Well, of course, I just saved the picture and lightened it up, and guess what it was? It was his boxer dog sitting and taking a dump. And you could go on his profile and see that he had other pictures of the same boxer dog all in his house, and it was his pet. But people still defended that. He still defended that. So sometimes it's an uphill battle to be in the Bigfoot community. And it's not always easy. A lot of times we face, if you're kind of like me, you really want the real stuff and not the fake stuff. You face a lot of ridicule, I guess, from people that you're a non-believer because you didn't support this or that. Well, I don't want to support something that's not real. That's kind of how I look at it. But anyways, I just wanted to. This video is kind of getting a little long, or this podcast is kind of getting a little long. So what I'll do now, I'll close this out. I thank you guys for listening and sharing the podcast. I'm going to try to do these a little more often if I can. Sometimes my time don't let me because I'm busy with films or books or eBay work or out in the woods or just honeydew list stuff too. There's always something to do if you own a house or cars. There's always some kind of work to do on that. But overall, I enjoy the Bigfoot community, even though I find it frustrating at times. And it's not that Bigfoot itself is frustrating. It's just the people who promote stuff that is not real. It's very frustrating sometimes. But overall, I like it and I enjoy it. Even if I have to, at some point, if I have to pull all of my stuff back off and just do it on my own, it's more of a personal journey for me, and I like to share with like-minded individuals who are wanting the truth and not some fantasy land stuff. But for years, like I said before earlier, for years I didn't share anything. I just kind of done it on my own and poked around in the woods and watched videos and documentaries and go out and look a little bit. But then I got to where I shared things online, and of course I took it a lot more, I guess I won't say serious, but I put a lot more effort into it. I went spending massive amounts of time in the woods and finding things and found out exactly for myself that yes, indeed, Bigfoot is real and it's out there. And there's a lot of questions that remain about Bigfoot, and there's a mystery there. And like I said, anytime there's a mystery, there's an opportunity to learn, and I want to learn if I can. But I'll wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and if you got a question or comment, there should be a message button there somewhere. If not, my contact information is there. You can go to our website, thecryptocrew.com, and contact us there, or you can find me on Facebook. But you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.